Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I am heading to an interesting project which is Brigade Utopia. This has been a project that has been in Whitefield for a while now. It's under construction, partially and partially handed over. I'll speak about more in the video to come. Yeah, the reason I'm going to speak about this project today is a little interesting because I'm finding it a very unique investment opportunity there. Uh, these are my personal views, of course, which I would like to share at the end of the video. I'd like to cover in the meanwhile is the following. First, what we'll do is we'll try to drive down till there and see what the road from Nexus Shantiniketan Mall all the way up till Brigade Utopia Cornerstone looks like. Then we'd have a look at the miniature model of the apartment itself. And finally, I have a couple of units of which there is a model flat which I walk you through. And finally, I'd also like to take you to the construction status of the apartments itself. The apartments is in two phases, phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1 has been handed over partially, and phase 2 is going to be handed over in a couple of years. So I'll speak all about it at the end of the video and come back to it. So stay tuned and watch the video. We begin our journey from Nexus Shantiniketan Mall. On the right is a Manipal Hospital, and we are heading towards the ITPL Tech Parks itself. We are on the ITPL road, and you see above us is the metro line, which is currently functional, and we are still heading towards Hope Farm. I would skip a few parts just in the interest of time. Now we are at the Hope Farm junction itself. The right from here is not allowed, so we take a left and make a U, and finally we are back at Hope Farm, and we are to head straight from here. And yeah, this connects us directly up until the Utopia Road, which is down. We are at the Utopia Road, which is the Varthur Road. I skipped a few parts, and yeah, this is the road at the Varthur village, which is typically a very crowded road. As you see, this is a very narrow road right now, but there's already plan and implementation of a 6 lane here. And if you see some parts of it, uh, of the video that I skipped already has 6 lanes. And now, yeah, we've crossed the Varthur police station, and now on the right you can see apartments coming up. You have apartments from Prestige on the right and Brigade on the left. Now we are entering Utopia. This is the main entrance, and you can see ahead there is the marketing office. This is the entrance to Brigade Utopia itself. This is the miniature model of Brigade Cornerstone Utopia. You can see up front is the commercial space, which is the first building. Now coming up is a retail complex with movie studio in it. Uh, yeah, and the ones behind that are multi-purpose residential cum commercial complexes. The ones on the lower floors are commercial. The inside facing ones, they call it the high street, and the ones behind are commercial complex. These are all commercial complexes again. These are the larger configurations. The one ahead are the smaller configurations. And if you see, this is their clubhouse. This clubhouse is only accessible by the larger apartments. The apartments are broken into two parts by through the left and right through the middle road. This is a model apartment to the studio, which is about 550 square feet in super built up area and about 330 in carpet. As you see, this is a single hall come kitchen come bedroom kind of studio with a single bathroom attached to it. And yeah, this is a suitable place for living for typically bachelors are a very quick couple. And yeah, now moving on to the 2 BHK, which is about 1100 square feet super built up area. You can see it's a compact size hall, which is well interiored by Brigade here. Uh, they have put in a sofa set, a small dining, and as you see, you can moving into the kitchen. There is a nice kitchen, a two-aisle kitchen, and some space to keep your utilities. Now we'll have a quick glance at the balcony. Balcony is of decent size to seat a couple of people and maybe a teapot table. And now we are moving into the bedroom. This is the master bedroom, and as you see, there is decent amount of space to place a bed and some study units. And here we move to the bathroom. The bathrooms are well done. The tiles are rough, tasteful design. Now moving on to the rest of the house, and if you see here, there is a common washroom which is shared between the guest and the main. And now this is the guest or the kids' bedroom, which has a narrow window but a lengthy one, so should provide ample amount of light. Yep, uh, that's how the 2 BHK looks like. Let's move on to what is the construction status currently. So this is the same area where we stopped at going, and if you see, this is the reception area of Brigade's sales office currently. Not sure what they would convert it, maybe eventually some garden or some other facilities. Now we are entering the actual area for development. If you see coming up in construction ahead is they call it the Brigade Arcadia, which is probably the movie theater section. And now you can see things are still under construction, most of it. And now we are heading to the actual constructed phase one. You can see there's Eden written on it. This is the Brigade Eden, which is part of phase one. So just to give you an overview, phase one consists of apartments on the left side of the video, and phase two are typically the ones on the right, which are still being constructed. But yeah, ones at the back are still phase one on the right hand side as well. So phase one handover is happening or happened for a few of the customers. So you can see a few of the families have already moved in, and few of them are trying to move in by getting their interiors done and some shifting of things. You can see a lot of Brigade customers are in action as it's a weekend and trying to get a glimpse of what their unit looks like. And yeah, you can see moving trucks moving in and more such things. You can see these are towers with alphabetically named A, B, C, D, E. You can see E coming up on the video, and there are more. So the units on the front side, as I mentioned earlier, are of smaller dimensions. As you go away from the main entrance, you get units of larger dimensions. See, if you see the units on the corner of the video are of larger dimensions, have larger balconies. You can barely see it. Yeah, but yeah, phase two is still under construction. Phase one is done, and right, and yeah. So phase two is supposed to be delivered around 2025, and that's those are the units Brigade is still selling, and I'll come to what is available in the inventory in a while. Yeah, these are the larger units. Like I said, the more inside you go, the more larger the units get. Yeah, coming to the inventory, Brigade themselves are only selling studio apartments, which are the ones which I showed you in the model flat. The 1 BHK 2 and 3 are not available for sale, are already sold out. So if you wish to purchase them, that would be through resale only. Uh, yeah, and this is a very nice layout of Brigade, in my opinion. There's ample amount of space to move around. I personally find the buildings a tad bit cramped, but it's okay. Most builders these days are trying to, you know, save some costs on by moving the houses a little more compact. Yeah. This is the layout at one of the blocks, which is the initial ones. This is the D and E block. As you see, this is already done, and you can see this is the reception area of how it looks like. And what the flats look on the inside are very similar to the model apartments. These are some of the under construction areas. You can see one of the under construction house, how it looks like. It's getting their interiors done. And yeah, this is the passage area. Yeah, it to me it reminds me of a hotel styled lobby and passage area. Yeah, this is the reception area. There you can see a children's play area, which is typically placed between each buildings. Yeah, this is the walkway between the two left and right sides of Brigade Utopia. This gives you a clean layout of what Brigade Utopia looks like. Now we are heading back to the main road from Brigade itself. As you can see there is Paradise coming up, which is the which is a phase two, which is in construction. This primarily consists of studios 1 BHKs and 2 BHKs. Yeah, this the position for the same is 2025, as I told earlier. Its construction is in full swing out here. And yeah, this is an overview of the construction status right now at Brigade Utopia. This is the costing sheet for a studio apartment at Brigade Utopia. If you see, the unit altogether comes up to around 37, 38 lakhs, which I think, in my opinion, is a very good price at this area. The best thing about this I like is their flexible payment plan, which only requires you to pay minimal sums upfront and larger sums at the later part of possession and things like that. Yeah, now that you've seen the project itself, the construction status, the miniature models, I'd like to speak about what are my personal investment views on this project. So let me start with the first option, where if you would like to buy from the builder, the only units available right now are the studio apartments, which are about 500 square feet plus or minus, and the price range for this is about 37 to 40 lakhs ish. So if you were to buy this, I think in a couple of years when it's ready, it would be a good property with good rental yields. So you could target bachelors who would like a bachelor pad for themselves. And the good thing about this is the location. It is in close proximity to Varthur, uh, Whitefield, Sarjapur, as well as Marthali. And these are places where there is ample IT companies. So I don't think you would have a hard time finding bachelors looking to rent out this place. Yeah, but the con in this project with the studio apartment is it doesn't get a car park, neither it does get a balcony. So I would think this is bad for personal use, but I think for a bachelor crowd, typically they don't use cars, which is fine. And yeah, the balcony hopefully is not a killer. Yeah, coming to the second set of people I think is worth investing is if you have a larger chunk of money to invest in, I would suggest you to look at resale flats here. As you know, the phase one position is going on, so I suspect the registration is still pending. So these is time where a lot of people who invested during construction phase would be looking to sell. So you could get apartments anywhere ranging between 1 to 3 BHKs of your desired configurations at a tad bit cheaper price, as pre-registration is better for both buyer and seller because it avoids double registration. So you can look out for good deals on various groups. Could it be Facebook groups or WhatsApp groups or some Telegram groups? Yeah, and if you find the right deal, I think you can make an investment and like I already said, the location is a killer, and uh, there are very nice communities around there, and even the road coming up is a 6 lane road connecting all the way from the airport till Sarjapur, and which is planned to go around the city. So these are my views. Yeah, if you find any valuable insights, please take it into consideration. And if you would like more such videos from me, please subscribe to my channel right now.